Welcome everyone, Dr. Mandell here. Did you know that singing strengthens your immune system, improves your posture, lowers your stress levels, and strengthens your lungs? There are many millions of people worldwide who are suffering with respiratory issues, from asthma to bronchitis to allergies to emphysema, COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Well, I have something to share with you. You're going to start to learn to sing. That's going to help strengthen your lungs, particularly that diaphragm, to get that muscle strong so you can feel healthy. So are you guilty spending many hours looking down on your smartphone, being hunched over in the wrong position on your computer, reading or writing, being in this forward head posture, rounded shoulder position, crunching in your lungs, not allowing your lungs to inflate and open up correctly? In other words, if you're not standing up straight and your shoulders are not back and your chest is not forward, that's a big problem, because you're not allowing the full amount of oxygen to make its way into the lungs so the red blood cells can take that oxygen to every cell, tissue, gland, and organ throughout your body. The bottom line is that if our cells are not receiving the adequate amount of oxygen, they start to become sick. Eventually they die. And what about chronic stress? That causes contraction and tightening of the muscles, not allowing our upper chest to relax, not breathing from our belly. That causes more stress and less oxygen, leading to more complications and problems. So singing will strengthen our diaphragm. It will strengthen our abdominal muscles. It will help support better posture. The diaphragm separates the abdomen from the chest. When the diaphragm contracts, it goes downward. It flattens when we inhale. And this creates a vacuum effect that pulls air into the lungs. And when we exhale, the diaphragm relaxes and the air is pushed out of the lungs. Common lung problems limit the amount of oxygen that's getting in there because there is excessive stale air that's sitting within those lungs. Therefore, there's less space for that oxygen to be taken up. So these singing exercises is not only going to strengthen your diaphragm, but it's going to get rid of that stale air so that fresh oxygen can get to those cells of your body to keep you strong and healthy. And guess what? One of the greatest things that you can do to get rid of that stale air, to contract that muscle, that diaphragm, and to work those abdominal muscles is to laugh. So the more you can entertain yourself and continue laughing, the stronger those abdominal muscles, as well as that diaphragm, is going to get. It's going to release that stale air to make room for that full amount of healthy oxygen to get into the rest of the cells of your lungs. So I want you to be aware of your respiratory system to make sure you're breathing correctly. We never want to breathe from our chest. We want to breathe from our abdominal area. If we take our fingers and bring it underneath our rib cage and trace it along into the middle part underneath, and we cough, right underneath our fingers is our diaphragm. And those muscles are contracting along with that diaphragm to bring oxygen into our lungs. So I want you to take one hand and put it below your rib cage on your abdominal area, and take your other hand and put it right behind it on your spine. Okay? And I want you to breathe in from your belly and feel what it's like to breathe in from your belly. Feel the diaphragm go down and feel the back part of your lungs expanding. That's where most of the air is going to be held, in the back part of our lungs. So breathe in either from your mouth or nose. At this point, doesn't matter. Breathe in. You'll feel everything expand. And blow it out slowly and feel everything comes together as your diaphragm comes back up. You can feel everything compressing together. Breathe in again, nice and deep. Your diaphragm will go down when you breathe in. Diaphragm comes down. As your lungs are filling up, breathe all the way in. Hold it. Feel everything expand. Breathe out. Feel everything constrict and come in. And now you can have the feeling of what is happening within your diaphragmatic region. So now let's get in the same position. Put that hand back on the belly, the back of the hand right behind it on the spine, kind of like we're sandwiching ourselves in. We're going to take a nice deep breath as we feel that diaphragm go downwards, filling our lungs up with air. Once we're filled up with air, we're going to breathe out of our mouth. Okay, we can breathe in and out, but we're going to breathe out of our mouth, and we're going to make this sound. As long as you can to make sure that all that air, all that stale air, everything is coming out of the lungs. And while doing so, you're going to feel the muscles contract at the end. I want you to squeeze those muscles. As you squeeze down, that diaphragm is going to contract. As it goes all the way back up, you're going to feel the muscles contract, which is going to strengthen that whole surrounding area to allow you to breathe easier, better, and to get stronger. Let's go ahead and I'll show you the first one. Hands together, sandwiching ourselves. Breathe in as much as we can through the mouth. Here we go. You're going to hold it. Now I want you to blow it out. Shh. Keep blowing. Shh. Feel everything. Shh. Constricting. Keep blowing out. Shh. So you have no more air left. Relax. We're going to breathe in again. And breathe in again as much as you can. Again, we're going to blow it all the way out as far as we can until we feel that muscles contract in our belly and feel the diaphragm come up, and it's going to squeeze, and we're going to let every little bit of that air come out. Okay? And do that again. Let's go. Deep breath. Feeling those muscles contract, that diaphragm contract. This is how we're going to get those abdominal muscles and that diaphragm strong to be able to get that air sucked in to make it easier for your lungs to work for you. So let's go again. As you're getting rid of all that stale air, feel those muscles contract in the abdominal area. Feel that diaphragm come back up as you're strengthening that whole entire area. Now, many of you will not be able to last as long. Some can go longer. Don't worry. Do the best you can. As you continue to improve on this, as the days go on, your lungs and your breathing are going to get stronger. Like any other muscle in our body, it needs to be exercised. If we don't use it, we lose it. We need to strengthen our diaphragm. And here is a little jingle that I want you to practice. I do not have a good voice, but I'm going to do it for you anyways. And it goes like this. La 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 la. Do it again with me. La 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 la. And when you do that last la, let it roll. Continue to let the air out. Do not take another breath. That's how you're going to strengthen that diaphragm. Let's do it again. La 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 la. It's the same concept of what we did before, but this way you can start to sing and have fun. You can be creative, but find those long la's or whatever song that you like. Do not take any breaths between them and let it all out to clean those lungs, to strengthen that diaphragm and those abdominal muscles. Regardless of where you're at, at home in your room, taking a hot shower, driving in the car, taking a walk around the block, it doesn't matter. Take a few minutes every day and sing that little lyric, that little something that gets you excited. Your lungs will love you for that. So now you understand how important it is to have healthy lungs. So start singing. Practice these simple exercises, and you will see amazing progress with your lung function. Please share this video with your friends and family. Leave your comments below, and most important, make it a great day. I'm Dr. Alan Mandell.